Treasure Island. Jim Hawkins loved adventure. When a blind man by the name of Black Dog came to live with him and his mother in their inn, Jim had no idea he was to get into one great big dangerous adventure. Black Dog was an unfriendly old man. One morning, Black Dog was found dead in his room. Jim and his mother opened his trunk and found an old map. It looked like a treasure map. Jim was excited and told his mother that he would go and look for the treasure. But before that he went to meet the village squire. "Sir, this is what I have found in the blind man's trunk who died yesterday. It looks to me like a map of some hidden treasure," said Jim to the squire, pulling out the map. "Indeed it does," agreed the squire. "We should set sail immediately to look for this treasure." So, the next day, Jim and the squire boarded a ship to set sail to an unknown island, looking for treasure. It was a long journey. In the ship Jim met an one-legged sailor who was the ship's cook. His name was Long John Silver. He always had his pet parrot perched on his shoulder. Silver was very friendly and had Jim rolling with laughter with his stories. One stormy night, Jim, feeling hungry, walked up to one of the barrels that contained apples. Suddenly, he heard voices. Jim felt suspicious and jumped inside the barrel. Once inside he froze. Long John Silver was talking. He was saying, "Tomorrow we will reach Treasure Island. As soon as I give the signal we will take all passengers on board as prisoners. Then we can take the map and dig up the treasure. Let us go back to our places before anyone sees." When Jim was sure everyone had gone, he climbed out of the barrel. He immediately warned the squire of Long John Silver's plan. The next morning, the island was visible in the distance. Jim jumped off the ship and swam to shore. There he met a ragged old man, who said, "I am Ben Gunn. I have been shipwrecked in this island for 20 years. I suppose you have come to look for the treasure." Jim nodded and said, "I jumped off the ship. There are dangerous men on that ship. Please help me. My friend the squire is on that ship too." Ben Gunn knew the island very well. He laid out traps for Long John Silver and his men. When they came shouting and waving their guns, they fell into a hole in the ground dug by Ben Gunn. They were trapped. Jim and Ben Gunn unearthed the treasure and swam to the ship. Jim, Ben and the squire sailed back home, leaving Long John Silver and his men in the island forever. Back to Classic Stories, Maine.